Hey, YouTube, look! It's a video in bed! I am currently holding, this is on a selfie stick, and the selfie stick is literally being held in between my legs. It's pretty damn funny. But, oh shit, hang on. Let's angle this a little bit. Hi, YouTube! It's a YouTube video in bed, because I am not feeling well. So, yeah! And I have my notes here. Shit. I have my notes on a tablet. Hang on, I can do this. Okay. Anyway, see, look at my notes on a tablet. I don't know if you can see that shit. It's kind of blurry. But anyway, this is my reaction rant to Legends. Shit, I forgot what season, but I know it's episode 8 because the crossover episodes with the 4 shows are all episode 8. Holy shit. Oh, there you go. But anyway, yeah, it's episode 8. I believe it's season 3 of Legends. I could be so freaking wrong. Anyway, Arrow is season 6, Flash is season 4, Supergirl I think is 3, I think Legends is also 3. But anyway, my notes, because it's been so long. And literally, I typed down everything I remembered on my notepad, so I don't forget. Anyway, what you call it? Since, this one is Legends, obviously it might be more legend friendly. And so if I remember correctly, as Thawne is about to, cut into Kara, get her heart and everything, Kara is saved by Ray Palmer. Which were like, where the hell were all the Legends during the last 3 episodes? Because remember, most of the time during the crossover, all we saw was Sarah. We saw Sarah, Jack, Stein, and Heatwave, Rory. We only saw those 4. The other 4, obviously, the others were obviously not there, which is very surprising considering, I don't know, Ray Palmer is part of the Legends, and the first time we saw Ray was on Arrow, so he's close to the Arrow people, but he also grew pretty damn close to the Flash, because remember there are times when Ray showed up in Central City with Felicity, so you would think that he would be there too, but apparently not. But anyway, Ray shows up, saves Kara from Thawne, and Nate, obviously Nate's there, the other Legends are around, but like Nate pretty much frees everybody else from the pipeline, right? What the hell is BB-8? BB-8 right here. Anyway. Shit. I'm like freaking blind, you guys. This is amazing. Anyway, basically, yeah, that's what happens on Earth 1. But on Earth X, remember, poor baby Stein. My Steiner! He got shot in the last episode because he was trying to get to the temple gateway to activate it. Stein manages, despite being shot, he struggles, but he manages to activate the temple gateway portal before pretty much succumbing to his gunshot wounds. And Jack's like, oh my god, no. So in order to save Stein and get him back home to Earth 1, he pretty much bonds with Stein, becomes Firestorm, and pretty much, goes through the portal along with Oliver, Barry, Sarah, and amazingly enough, Ray Toril, who's in the comic books the Ray, and the Earth X doppelganger of Leonard Snart, which is Citizen Cold. And what you call it? When they get there, all the teams, like pretty much all, like legit all the teams, like Team Flash, Team Arrow, Team Legends, and of course both of the Team Supergirls, well, Alex anyway, they fight Metallo. Everyone's fighting Metallo with the exception, if I remember correctly, hang on, with the exception of Kara and Felicity, because Felicity's all defending Kara away from Dark Archer, right? And you get into a little bit more into Felicity's background because she basically says, my grandparents did not fight the Holocaust and all that stuff for you guys to win and all that shit. So, You get a little bit more into Felicity's Jewish background, just a itty bit on that moment, and what you call it? Let's see. Obviously, Dark Archer's about to kill Felicity and all that stuff, so he can get to Kara, only to get stopped and saved by Oliver. And I think I don't remember if it was that time, or I don't know if it's that time or something, but I remember. If I remember correctly, I think Oliver's like, you know what? If you don't want to get married, that's fine, and all that stuff. It could just be you and me, the here and now, and all that shit, right? So they have like a little Olicity moment during that time. And then Jax goes back to the Wave Rider. Pretty much, remember he bonded with Stein to pretty much save him and bring him home. They pretty much separate so they could, fix him up, and all that stuff. And they find out that the only reason Stein was kept alive is because Jax bonded with him. But, when Jax separated and all that stuff, apparently Jax ended up collapsing, right? And everyone's like, oh my god, what's happening? And so that's when they find out, the reason why Stein was kept alive is because Jax bonded with him, and because of their Firestorm bond, it's what's keeping Stein alive, because Jax is alive. The problem is, it's like a double-edged sword. Their shared connection as Firestorm is keeping Stein alive because Jax is alive, but at the same time, it's killing Jax because Stein is dying, right? So it's like literally slowly killing the both of them. And so, the most heartbreaking bullshit I've ever seen about... I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think there might be like 3 or 4 times in television history that I have ever legitimately cried watching a show. Plus this includes this particular episode. So that's at least 3, if not maybe 4. But I will tell you, like, the first time I legitimately cried with a television show was The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show, or at least seen the episode, but there is an episode where Will Smith, his character is still Will Smith in the show, but his character's father, who's, like, pretty much left him when he was, like, practically a baby, shows up again. And the end of that episode was, like, legit what made me cry. Like, when Will was talking to his Uncle Phil about his father. And that was, like, the first time I've ever truly cried with a TV show. The second time was The Walking Dead. I will admit that, and only because a certain character getting shot in the head broke me to tears. Because for the longest time, I wanted this character to reunite with everybody, reunite with her sister, reunite with Daryl, and that is of course Beth Green. I know a lot of people don't like Beth, but I just wanted at least another person in Maggie's family to survive. After what happened to Herschel and everybody in the farm, I wanted Maggie to at least have one living relative with her. And that would have been Beth. And of course, I also wanted it mainly for Daryl, because Daryl went through hell and back trying to find Beth and get her back home, only to be reunited with her for just a few short minutes, only to see her get shot in the head. No, I cried like a bitch, especially Maggie's reaction when she's all happy and excited. She finds out her sister's alive, she's gonna go get her, only to see Daryl come out with her dead body. It's like, fuck you guys, right? And then this episode legit made me cry, because early in the episode, I believe it was Cisco and Harry, not this episode, but the crossover, Cisco and Harry pretty much created some sort of like solution. I call it a potion, but like some sort of solution where if they drank it, the Firestorm connection will be broken and they could live normal lives. It was mainly for Stein to retire and live with his families, right? But he didn't drink it yet up until now, because Stein's like, he realizes, oh my god, because of our connection, I'm slowly killing Jax while I'm dying at the same time, right? So he's like, Jax, my time is up. I've lived my life, but you're still young, you have to live. I do not want to be the one that kills you, right? So he drinks that solution to sever the bond, to save Jax. And then we end up seeing him die, with Jax holding his hand. And I literally bursted into fucking tears. I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? You're gonna kill the sweetest little marshmallow in Team Legends ever. I mean, come on. Stein is like the dad to everyone on that team. He's not just the dad to Team Legends. He's like the dad to Team Flash, too. Because remember, the first time we saw Stein was on Flash. So it's like, it's so heartbreaking, you know? And like, you see the members that were mainly involved with Stein, which is obviously the Legends and Flash, respectively. And it's just heartbreaking. Because, like I said, he was like a dad to everybody. And I feel mainly bad for Caitlyn. Because remember, before Jax, the one who was bonded to Stein as Firestorm was Ronnie, Caitlyn's late husband. Literally, Stein was pretty much the last connection to Ronnie for Caitlyn. She had no other connection to Ronnie except for Stein, because Ronnie and Stein were the original Firestorm. So literally, Caitlyn just lost the last connection to her late husband. And that was just depressing as fuck, right? And I give it to Sarah for keeping a freaking straight face. You know, I know she's been pretty much raised by assassins. You know, ever since the whole island and shit, and the Mazo submarine and the assassins. I still give it to her for being so stone-faced because, like I said, Stein was a father to everybody. Probably just like he was pretty much like a surrogate dad to her while they were on this team. So it's like, it was depressing. And what broke my heart even more is Zari, Nate, Ray, and Amaya. They're mourning him, and then the first thing that you see Ray mourning him, he's looking at a picture of like the Wild West with him and Stein. The first thing he said was, "Where's Jax?" Right? Because Sarah came in and saw, and like Jax left the room. And we find out that Jax went down to inform Stein's family, his wife Clarissa, and his daughter Lily. And that by far was the most heartbreaking shit I've ever seen in my life. Because the first one to answer the door was Clarissa. And all Jax said was, "I'm sorry." At least twice. And Clarissa just broke down. And then next thing you know, you see Lily coming down. And she already knows by seeing her mother in tears. And Jax is just shaking his head. I think he said sorry also to Lily. But she breaks down too. And I'm like, I'm done, man. I'm freaking done. I don't think I could survive the rest of this fucking episode, right? But anyway, after that, you know, Dark Arrow ends up pretty much calling them, because they're all on the Wave Rider and everything. And he's like, he offers a truce. He's like, we will leave your Earth, never to bother you again. Just one thing, give me Supergirl so I can save my wife, Overgirl. I don't think I mentioned this in the previous episodes, but Dark Arrow and Overgirl, they're actually husband and wife. So the Earth X doppelgangers of Oliver and Kara are actually husband and wife. But yeah, you probably know that already because you watched the episode and everything. But I never mentioned it in any of my videos. I feel kind of bad about that. But anyway, he's like, I will leave your Earth alone. I'll take everyone and retreat and go back to Earth X, never to come back again. Just give me Supergirl so I can save my wife, right? And of course they're all like, hell no, we're not gonna surrender her. He's like, okay, fine, we'll battle then. And pretty much their battle cry is like, we're doing this for the professor. And I'm like, rock on, just rock on. I realize I'm running out of time, so I'm most likely gonna see you in a part 2 video, which is pretty much the battle. Earth X versus the Earth 1 and, well, Supergirl. Because remember, Supergirl and Alex are not a part of Earth 1. It's Arrow, Flash, and Legends are Earth 1. Supergirl's not, but you know what I mean, right? It's pretty much the good guys versus Earth X. I'm running out of time. See you guys in the next video.